Hello English 102 students, and welcome to week 1 of the spring 2021 semester. My name is Mr. Branham. I'll be your teacher this semester. I just wanted to make this quick video to welcome you to the class and to show you around the principal parts of your Blackboard course. So let's go ahead and do that. So if you sign into your Blackboard course, it'll look just like this. See this big gray menu over on the left side of the page. With Blackboard, all your teachers will use it, but generally we will use it a little bit differently depending on the course. So first area that we'll use a lot is announcements. So this is just a place that I will check in with you each week. I'll give you some information that will help to keep you on track for that week, and also I will repeat upcoming deadlines so that you don't miss any due dates for assignments. Second area, the policy statement and syllabus, which is also important. And if this were a face-to-face class, we'd spend our first class going over the course policy statement and syllabus. But since this is an online class, I'll ask you to read it thoroughly, maybe a couple times, make sure you understand everything, and complete a reading quiz by the middle of next week, I believe. So check that in just a second. Next area, which we use quite a bit, is course content. Think about course content as a filing cabinet where you'll find all of your worksheets, handouts, examples, those kinds of things. All those things that in a typical face-to-face class I would hand you on paper, we have through course content. Next area is my grades, and this is our online grade book. This is something that you and I share. So all of your grades throughout the semester will be listed here. So if you're ever wondering how you're doing in the course, you can go to my grades, and if you need my help, we can do an average to let you know where you're standing at a particular point in the semester. And the last part is the WRAC textbook. So with this class, you have two required books. The first one is Barron and Rosen's Writing and Reading Across the Curriculum. With that book, you may find some print versions out there if you get online, but as of this point, I don't think the OCTC bookstore is going to be carrying many print copies. But the good news is, as a student of this class, you have access to a ebook version of the textbook. So I'll show you that in just a moment. But okay, so that general overview, let's go ahead and click through some of these areas. First one again is the course policy statement and syllabus. All right, let's open this document. Okay, so what you have here is the course policy statement and syllabus. With this, I just ask that you read through it a couple times, make sure you understand the basic information about the class, as well as the course policies, which are the rules and guidelines, things you can expect this semester, and things that I'll be expecting of you. So from the top, let's just hit a couple of high points. There's my full name, Matt Branham. Call me Mr. Branham. Most students do, works out just fine. Below that is my campus email address. Email is the best way to get in touch with me with an online class. So it's just my first name dot my last name at kctcs.edu. So if you ever have a question or you want to run something by me or you need clarification on some area of the class, you can let me know through email. I'm also with the COVID guidelines that are going on our main campus. I don't think I'll be spending a lot of time on campus, but just in case, I probably will be in a couple of days a week, Monday and Tuesday, probably from about 8 o'clock or 8:30 to 12 o'clock. So if you want, you can email me and we can set up a time to meet face to face. Also, I think a lot of us are really familiar with Microsoft Teams at this point. So if at any point in the semester you'd like a one-on-one help session with me, just email me and we can set up a session. Just a quick note on email. Keep a close eye on your email conduct. Make sure that you keep it professional. And also make sure that you identify yourself in your emails. Hello, Mr. Branham, this is blah, 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 so have your name. Also let me know the class that you're in, which is English 102, and also the section number helps, which is AOZ 2, I believe, so include that. And also whenever you're sending me emails, give me specific questions, let me know what you're working on, what exactly you're struggling with, and then I can give you the best answer to your question. But okay, so the rest I will trust for you to read. But also I might want to point out the textbooks, all the information with the ISBN numbers are there. So again, there's that Baron and Rosen writing and reading across the curriculum. But also the second is the MLA handbook, and that's just a standard English class, a kind of a book. Gives you all the information that you need about MLA format. But okay, so that done. Remember, read the course policy statement and complete the policy statement reading quiz. All right, so if we go to course content, you see this folder labeled Getting Started. So click there. And this gives you some information that'll help you here in week 1. So at the top there's the policy statement quiz that I mentioned. So whenever you want to take your quiz, just click the title and then click begin. So due date is there, which is January 19th, and has to be in by the end of the day, which Blackboard counts as 11:59 p.m. So 10 questions, 1 point each, pretty simple. Just gives you some points for reading the policy statement. Okay. I'm also in course content. You have a little video there that was put together by the director of our Teaching and Learning Center, Ms. Sherry Lee. Teaching and Learning Center, if you're not familiar with it, it's our free online tutoring service. So anytime you're struggling with any of your classes, not just English, you can contact Ms. Lee there in the center, and either she can set up a tutoring appointment with you there face-to-face in the center, which is available which is located on the bottom floor of our library on the main campus, and you find it over in the corner near the circulation desk. So you can get a face-to-face tutoring appointment in the center. Also, if you email or call, you can set up an online tutoring session as well. So I really believe in the Teaching and Learning Center. It's one of those things that can really help, because I know we all struggle in some areas. So that's great. Also, while I'm talking about the Teaching and Learning Center, I also might want to mention, you can find this in the announcement section, that all of our library services are still available, which you may need this semester, definitely with English 102. But everything you have to call ahead, make an appointment to get the printed materials, or to use the Cyber Center, which is our big computer lab that's located in the library. Okay, so make sure you do your policy statement quiz, and also for week 1, probably into week 2, I'll ask that you submit some possible topics for your first paper, which will be a problem solution paper we call the proposal argument. So there's a little prompt there to kind of help you come up with the possible topics, and also if you scroll down, you can get to the OCTC homepage, where you can check out this Gale Opposing Viewpoints database, which is just full of possible topics that you can use for your writing. Okay, so that done, we can go to this textbook link. So again, the major textbook for the class, which we'll use quite extensively, is Writing and Reading Across the Curriculum. And again, if you look out there, you might find one online, but I don't think the bookstore is carrying them. But as a student of this class, you have access to an ebook. And just as a note, you don't need an access code to access your textbook. All you have to do is sign into Blackboard and click here, this link for WRAC textbook. Okay, so the textbook is available through Pearson Revel, which is some software that has a lot of useful things for classes, but here at the beginning we're just going to be focusing on the textbook. So click Open Pearson. Give that a minute to load. And when that comes up, click this image here, which is the cover of the textbook. And again, there's a lot of great material through Pearson Revel, but here at the beginning we're just focusing on getting your textbook. So if you click over here, this little gray menu on the left side, this little book icon, click Table of Contents. So then from there, you have all the contents of writing and reading across the curriculum. So let's say we're getting into Chapter 1, Summary, Paraphrase, and Quotation. Simply click there, and then click the specific area of the chapter that you want to look into. Okay, we'll let that load. Okay. And you see these little arrows over on the sides. You can scroll through just like you would with a regular print textbook. So, as a general note, the first paper that I'll ask you to write, that proposal argument, the problem solution paper, is sort of pre-textbook, or it's kind of a holdover from English 101. So we're not getting into writing and reading across the curriculum for the first unit of the class, but again, it's good to know where we are with the textbook. Okay. And I think that is pretty much what we have for this video. So again, for week 1, read the course policy statement here, complete the English 101, or English 102, pardon me, policy statement quiz and course content, the Getting Started folder, and also make sure you submit some possible topics for a proposal argument. So with that paper, I see you have a few more minutes here. You kind of start with a very basic version of an argument like you might have written in English 101. Then over the course of the semester, we're going to add to that paper with sources, material from research, and that will also be your final paper. So come up with some good ideas, things that are interesting to you, things you have some personal experience with, some professional experience with. But do keep in mind with this first paper, it's going to be developed fully with what we call first-hand evidence, which is your opinion, your experiences, and your observations. So make sure you pick something that you know about, something that you care about, have connection to, and you will be okay. So, all right, so task 1, policy statement quiz. Task 2, submit your topics, and then I think we'll be all set. So let's go back to the announcements page. So this is the first thing that you'll see. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so everything is here. So everything that I've gone over as far as the basic getting started information, and also this information on accessing your textbook, I've copied here in an announcement following the welcome announcement. So if you need to review that, that's here, as well as again this information about accessing OCTC's library services. But okay, so again, welcome to the class. So good luck on your first week. And of course, if you need help, send me an email at matt.branham.kctcs.edu, and I hope to hear from you soon. So have a good day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.